This audio is written and voiced by Green Forest ASMR. Please do not repost, rewrite, or republish my work. Thank you and very much enjoy. Around you are abnormally large piles of dead trees and leaves, as the clouds above crowd the sky, so harsh that not an ounce of light could be felt, nor seen. The ground underneath your feet cracks, leaving only the sound of your boots walking upon broken tree limbs and dead leaves. Held by your belt is a short sword and a small leather bag. The sword is sheathed within a teal scabbard. Running along the scabbard are several golden holy symbols, while beneath the symbols are single words written in an idiosyncratic language. Dividing the blade and the handle is a silver lion's head. Inside the lion's head are two skylight sapphires encrusted in the eyes of the lion. The pair of gemstones shimmers while you walk. Demon's laughter could be heard filling your ears as it trails along the wind. You examine the area around yourself, hunting for the source of the laughter.
Well, look at what we have here.
You continue to shift and circle your body, your vision aimed at the conglomeration of branches among the dead trees, each branch doing its utmost to conceal a long bow. The bow itself seemingly arrives from the same Stygian depths as its horrid creator. The bow is jet black, with two small symbols edged in the top and bottom. The center of the bow is crafted to match a miniature snake's mouth, leaving only an entry or exit point for the tools of destruction its creator unleashes.
Why don't you just turn back now? Tell everyone in your little town you did your best, and go on to raise little brats.
You remain silent and steadfast before quickly jumping back 3 feet, narrowly avoiding a jet-black arrow aiming to hit you in the leg. You kick up the loose dirt, creating a small-scale dust cloud to hide yourself. You hear the demons snicker when they do this. Before curling your dominant hand to your right ear, you hear the demon pull another bolt from their quiver and draw their bow back, releasing another arrow. You throw your body upwards, using the vamp of your boot to kick behind the head of the arrow, giving it a spin and returning it back to its source. The demon shifts to yet another set of trees, giving you a glance at their appearance. A small halfling creature with soul-piercing red eyes and an eccentric smirk atop his face, vanishing as quickly as he came.
It's about time you did something. Keep it up, and maybe, you'll land a hit or two before I kill you.
You continue to shift your body around in an attempt to avoid kicking up any more dust. You reach your left hand down into your leather bag. The demon takes note of this. He fired another arrow from his bow, however only managing to tear the sleeve of your left arm, causing you to dart to the right. Laughter once again rode along the wind. Unlike before, it seemed to have grown louder.
Oh, no. We can't have that. There's no telling what you have stashed away. Now, let me see you dance.
The demon smirked, removing another bolt and pulling the string of his bow back. The demon created a large white and blue seal in front of the arrowhead. Magical power runs along the head of the shaft. He launches the arrow, it pierces through the darkened sky, only to re-emerge in the form of an abnormally large jet-black basilisk. Its gaze hollows the ground behind you, causing parts of it to split and fragment. You kick up an extensive cloud of dust from the pliable dirt in front of you as the basilisk unleashes a terrifying hiss. Venom drips from its fangs, As the liquid falls towards the disjointed ground, it transfigures into a wave of arrows. It rains upon the land. You rush from the cloak of dust to the area of dead trees. While moving your way towards the trees, you jolt and wave your body from side to side, sliding and twisting in an effort to avoid the shower of darkness. In the midst of hightailing it, you manage to take cover behind a thick tree trunk. Finally, after what feels like an eternity, the hail of arrows finally ceases. The terrain you previously walked upon is now transformed into a deep, everlasting void with no hope of escape.
Well, it seems you were too stupid to take my hints. And here I thought you wanted to live. My mistake!
The basilisk releases another loud hiss, vanishing seconds later. The demon gives a wild smirk and pulls another arrow from his quiver. The same stream of magical power flows from behind the arrowhead and down the shaft. Moments before he fires the arrow, you manage to reach into your bag, removing a piece of what resembles a shard of ice. The demon unleashes his arrow. Similar to before, it vanishes amongst the darkness, but only to reappear in the form of a basilisk. The creature releases another wave of venom that shifts into a hail of arrows. As the wave flies towards you, the demon, ignorantly believing he's already won, steps out into the open, even going as far as to set his bow down next to him, to revel in the carnage he's created. Seeing this, you seize the opportunity, throwing the ice you had tucked away towards the hail of darkness. The ice shatters, encasing every arrow it touches in an icy prison, immediately disintegrating everything raining down towards the tortured landscape. In place of the darkness is now a luxurious tide of ice. The demon, in shock, backs away. Catching him off guard, you rush towards the demon, while his back is turned. Unfortunately, he spun around just in the nick of time to catch you rushing towards him. The demon hastily grabs his bow from the ground, then pulls another bolt from his quiver. Just like before, magical power runs from behind the head, down the shaft. You reach down, placing your right hand on the hilt of the lion's blade.
Who do you think you are? You're nothing compared to me. Nothing but a corpse, that is. Now, let's see you fall to the ground, you miserable hero!
The demon, as a means of ending your life, fires another arrow. While it flies towards you, the arrow changes into a smaller basilisk. It hisses loudly in a vain effort to intimidate you, but you simply smirk, unsheathing your blade halfway. As it gets closer to you, you simply turn your body towards it, slicing the snake asunder. The form shatters, returning to its previous state. The arrow falls to the ground, severed in two. The demon, in a blind panic, fires again, stumbling and unfocused. Unable to cast the same spell as before, you simply slash the attack in two with your blade before the demon scrambles, hastily, desperately, reaching for another arrow.
You think you're better than me? You're some worthless false hero with a big head. You're a loser with no future. Now be gone!
You beam towards the demon with your blade, now completely unsheathed. The cold steel of your blade is encased in a golden aura, with words and symbols etched into it. In the end, the demon only manages to utter 2 more words out of his mouth.
Damn you!
After a long and fierce battle, you finally manage to come face to face with the demon. Wasting no time, you swing your mighty blade, cleaving the monster's head from its body in one clean sweep. An ear-piercing lion's roar could be heard as the demon's body fell upon the dusty landscape with a loud thud. Snowflakes fall moments later into the void. The snow changes from flakes to an enormous white bridge, allowing you to return to your town if you choose. The darkened sky shimmers and clears, revealing a vast sapphire blue sky, devoid of a single cloud, and only an eternally shining sun. You glance at the path ahead. It is shrouded in darkness and devoid of light, with many challenges ahead, but is also rewarding and ever-changing. You shift your vision back to the path behind you, which is warm, secure, and filled with the rewards you have already earned, but is also stagnant and seemingly unchanging. You return your lion's blade back to its sheath and adjust your pack. You return your vision back to the path behind you, feeling the warmth, light, and love radiating from it. You give the path a fond smile before facing the road ahead. You walk forward, renewed with a sense of sheer vigor and determination, absolute in your quest to strive for a better and brighter tomorrow.